Hello. It's been a while. Almost too long. You know how I know it's been too long? I had to stop and remind myself how to do stuff. But that's alright, because here we are. You know what I got here? Wait. I got myself a HOTAS. HOTAS? HOTAS. How do you say it? We've had a brief discussion about that in our chat. How do you say that? And there's the as vulgar as possible way, which, if I have to admit myself as being kind of a terrible person, is exactly how I first jumped on it. But that's probably not the right way. Tonight, we are going to... Oh, I should title this stuff. Oh my goodness. Oh. There we go. See, that's how long it's been. I couldn't even remember to do all this stuff first. Alright, I think it's all saved. Close. Oh, nice. Hey, that's cool that they added that finally. They added the abilities. I didn't even know they'd done that. Added so you can actually see the chat. So when, you come back and watch these videos because you're so enthralled, you will come back and be like, oh my gosh, he's responding to that time I said that thing. And I won't just look like a weirdo responding to stuff. All right, let's make sure that this is going to capture. Why didn't you test things before, Cinnabuns? Come on. Oh, so far so good. It's not... Oh, there we go. It was just being slow. I think I accidentally, killed the volume on that. If you're watching, go ahead and let me know how things sound. So we've got our handy-dandy HOTAS. I'm going to start. Open play. So one of the things I love about this is that it really, I have said multiple times when I'm playing by myself, pedal to the metal, Commander. Oops. Because that's how I feel. I feel like I'm really blasting off. This is the second closest I will be to being an astronaut. First closest was when I got a call from NASA at my work, and they asked for my assistance. You're lying, Cinnabuns. No, I'm not. I've helped NASA. They came to me. And here I am now, flying a fake spaceship. I don't even remember what we're doing, so let's see. Oh, we don't have any jobs. I think I finished my last one. Am I at the space station that's... Let's check real quick. Just make sure I'm not at the space station that's way out there. Okay, no. There was this one place. Oh, there's been a few places actually where it took 10 minutes real time going. I think I got up to in Super Cruise. So you've got hyperspace, which is going between systems, and then Super Cruise, which is going really fast within system. And that you kind of keep accelerating until you tell it to stop and slow down so that you don't crash into a planet. And I think I kept accelerating up to, I think I got to 750C, which is fast, I think. So let's just check for some missions. One of the things I love about the throttle and stick is the way it feels when I blast out of a dock Because I go, I like crank it forward. All right, and that's 30,000. That's not very much. Oh, that's right. I had the one that was like the next chain. Did I lose that? I like the way that's phrased. Liberate 2 units of consumer technology. Yeah. Oh, let's go kill this person. Need you to assassinate. Accept. All right. Assassination missions actually give a good complex idea of how things like what you have to do to accomplish a mission. You don't just go in there and the mission sorry, just letting some people know. Did I take that? I did. What mission? Where was that at? LHS 371. Oops. Let's see if there are any others that I can do in that same area. Oh, liberate. Bring some democracy. Nope. All right. Let's go bring some freedom. See, it's like this. Are you ready? Oh shoot! It'll buff out. It'll buff out. A little shaky. All right, let's get pointed in the right star.
Frameshift drive charging.
Frameshift drive charging.
You are clear of the station. Federal flight control signing off.
Where are you?
4, 3.
I wonder if it's gonna pull me out because of that station. Nope, it just says bye-bye. This is one of the nerve-wracking things the first few times I did this. Because you'll see in just a second. It's like, hey, the sun. But then you realize I can keep speeding kind of towards it. Alright. Oh, I need nav beacon. Oh. Let's lock. So the nav beacon, so you can kind of check on if you popped into system lately. The big yellow one's the sun. I once jumped into a place with a purple sun, and I'm losing my astronomical terms at the moment. So apologies to my astronomy professor and to all those other people I know who talk gooder than I do. That we're gonna blitz right by that. Let's. Hey, Full Metal Austin, it has been a while. It has been too long, in fact. And I missed you all. There we go, let's get scanning on that. But this kind of seemed like the perfect game to stream to because I can stop paying attention for a while and not die instantly. Alright, so we've got... Oh, nope. How have you been? Last I think it was maybe you or Dre. We were talking about working on some AP stuff. So I hope that's going well. I never did AP courses because I was homeschooled. Wow, it's taking a while to charge up.
4, 3, 2,
One of these days, I'll show you guys how good I am in space in Star Wars Mud, which I play. Because as they know, I am fantastic. I'm a fantastic pilot. I only die once a day. It's really sad. So from that nav beacon, presumably what it happens is you say, oh hey, that guy came through this. Oh my gosh, this is one of those far out systems. Holy cow, last 2 weeks of college. Is that, let's see, what is it, April? So yeah, no, that's the end of the semester. That's awesome. This is going to be a long flight. This is one of the long flights I was telling you about. Dude, good luck with your essays and tests. I sometimes forget just how hard it was, and then I remember, and I'm like, I couldn't go back. I don't, whenever I think about going back to school, you know, like maybe getting a different, you know, going in for some other degree or things like that, I lock up a little bit, and I'm like, I can't do that. College and I didn't agree. I had a really tough time, but I persevered so that I could sit here and play video games and work in a field not at all related to my course of study. But you know what? You just do it sometimes. Man, that's a long. It's gonna be. Oh, hey, no, I understand fully, Full Metal. I get that. If nothing else, like this could be decent background music. In fact, I keep meaning to go and find, like, I went and found it for Eclair of Despair for her art streams. A whole bunch of good, like, background music that you could use and not get our gloriously rich pantsuit off of us. But I have since lost track of all that. And since I like my pants, you might have to listen to this, just the soothing sounds. It'll be like listening to like 10 hours of Star Trek ambience. Here, I'll get a little whistle. Captain, we are currently cruising at 200 times the speed of light. So, you know, that's cool. And that's the thing. Like, some of the reviews I was reading about this game were like, oh, you know, sometimes you're just doing nothing. Like in this case. But I don't mind it necessarily because it kind of illustrates just how hugely massive space is. Like, I am going now, you know, almost 300 times the speed of light. Right? Almost 300 C. And it's still going to take a good chunk of time. Oh, movie analysis. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is my thing. I was a film major before I foolishly switched to psychology, but that's all right. Talk to me about movies. Shoot, if I could get here, I'll go see if I can grab Melancholy Danish, who, like, we talk movies all the time. I just sent him a message. Let me know the scenes. Like, if you really would like to, like, completely cut things off so that you're not distracted. A, I completely understand. B, that's fine. But see, if you don't, let me know. I love talking movies, and that's great for this 10-minute flight to a system or to a planet that is 300,000 light seconds away. We are now going 500 times the speed of light. But yeah, I just sent Melancholy Danish a message. Hopefully he'll pop by. We talk movies like all the time. In fact, I'm going to go see Infinity War tomorrow, which I'm excited about. Yeah. Oh, it looks like Raffle Strudel just popped into Elite Dangerous. I don't know if he's going to want to play. There are multi-crew ships. So far, I'm terrible bad at them. I mean, we both kind of are. We kind of ran around and finally figured out how to get things working on my end, because with the T-Flight here, show it off again, only $50 on Amazon. A worthwhile purchase, especially because I learned today I can play the old TIE Fighter games with them, which makes me so happy, and that will be happening on stream someday. But yeah, the button bindings weren't all the way set, and so I didn't know how to actually do anything from my station. Not very useful. Let's just make sure that this... Writing about Fight Club. Writing about Fight Club and its theme of leaving behind modern styles of living in order to become free. The things you own end up owning you. Nice. Probably gonna watch like the opening scenes where he lists off his like stuff from IKEA. Yeah, no, there's some good. You almost might bring in, if you don't mind me making suggestions and like completely derailing your paper or something. You almost might work in some of the more safe for work scenes of American Psycho. One of my favorite scenes from that movie, which is a disturbing movie, but I liked it, is the business card scene, where it just becomes an absolute, because it's an absolute obsession with having things. Trying to think of some other good, because it's kind of a, I don't know, American Psycho is one of the ones I'm thinking of at the moment. My brain's a little hazy because for some reason whenever I go outside to spend any appreciable amount of time outside, I get migraine. And maybe that's just my weenie body saying, come on man, you can do this. But no, so I'm thinking like a few of the scenes, like some of the opening scenes from American Psycho. I don't know if you've got access to that, or I guess YouTube has access to that. But I would pull in some of that, because that is a really good, like, it for him, it's kind of a fake, like, I'm going to use these things to try and fit in and be a part of this crowd. You know, I want to be popular, I want to be, and so I'm going to have these things. I don't like them, I don't use them, but I'm going to have them. I'm trying to think of some others. Let's see. Oh man, I wish Danish would pop in. He'd be all over this too. Maybe I'll send him a text real quick. Oh, really? Like I said, this is a long flight. I'm now going, okay, I'm starting to slow down. And I've pondered why that happens. I'm not 100% sure why you start slowing down. Maybe it's the game just saying, look, you don't want to overshoot your target going 800 times the speed of light. Let's see. We are now cruising at 740 times the speed of light. Oh, is she gonna want you to be like, analyze this movie completely? Yeah, and I don't know your professor, so I was about to say, I don't know, but don't let me fight your professors. That's one of my problems, and this is one of the problems I had in school, was I started fighting things. I challenged my professors a lot, and this is going to sound like, oh, like, I'm very smart or something like this, but it's not because it wasn't me knowing it. I have a habit of looking things up whenever anybody makes any sort of claim. I always like to look it up and either learn more about it or verify it. And so, professors would be like, oh, I think it was somewhere around here or something like that. And I'd be like, oh, that's interesting. I want to look it up. And if it wasn't, I'd be like, oh, actually, Dr. Brown, it's that wasn't the way it happened. It was actually this person or something like that. I was probably a jerk, and he probably actually maybe he didn't like it. Sometimes he said, hey, that's great that you're looking things up. Let's see. Looking at a list. Yeah, see, American Psycho's on this list. Wolf of Wall Street. That movie can be rough. Like, I don't know. Like, language I can deal with, but when it's just constant, it's just like, oh, I don't know. It just kind of brings me down. I don't know if Fight Club is number one on this list here. Oh, I get what you say. It's like, oh, it's kind of where they want you to like back it up and go a little bit more in depth or something like that. Interesting. Oh, we're a little bit off course here. There's a terrible metaphor about that. Just slightly off course, and when you're traveling light years, you can be way off or something. How long does this essay have to be? If we're going essay, it's probably only a couple pages, maybe. Five to seven. All right. And she doesn't want you using lots of other movies? That's really tough. Or maybe it's just kind of playing it safe to not, just in case. Trying to think, what would I... Oh, we're getting close to LHS 371A4. It's a catchy title. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I'll have to think about that. Oh, Danish is responding to me. We are now cruising at 175 times speed. Oh, he's gonna pop in. He knows movies better than I do. I think I'll come and say it. I might know older films better than he does, but some of the more modern era, I definitely say he's got a better grip on. So that, and we're about to land and blow somebody up. Oh no, you got like 50 seconds because this is real time and the ship is slowing down of its own accord. Another reading passage called Economy, which goes into similar themes. She wants me to compare Fight Club to that. So I'm going to read through that. Okay, all right. Danish will be here in a little bit, and he'll probably share some thoughts. We'll try spinning. That's a good trick. I mean, consumerism in general. I really like Wall-E, so. Oof, no, I don't blame you. Been up since 6:30. Oh, thanks, NVIDIA. I don't need a driver update while I'm trying to play a game. Let's slow down. Take it down. Checkpoint. What? Oh. Alright, so now we gotta cruise around this area a little bit. Just to make sure we get... Come on, where are you? Let's pop in this signal source.
Frameshift
Nope.
drive charging.
That's what I want.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Oh, okay. Let's pick some stuff up. Oh, is that a thing? Oh, Dana's throwing down some fighting words. I mean, it's a fine movie. I don't. I think Fight Club does some clever things, but it's in some ways it's kind of funny, and it does lose its. Oops! I just crashed into that thing. Grab that. And there we go.
Cannot comply. Cargo scoop retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
I gotta find this.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
All right, there's. So he's got to be somewhere around here. The bad guy we're hunting has got to be somewhere around here. don't need to slow down. You're not the boss of me. What's... Oh, okay, that's just another system over there. Okay. I mean, it's got to be somewhere around here. We're in prime time for him to be... Or her, I guess. A4, 3:30, 5 o'clock. That's the time. Alright, let's pop out a little bit here. I do have a problem of kind of doing surface level things, and then somebody will point out something, and I'll go, oh, and then I'm good at expanding on other things that other people point out. But sometimes I have a hard problem seeing making my own observations. Take for instance the movie Mother, which is pretty polarizing because it's kind of bizarre. But once I read up, I like read the wiki, and I was like, oh my gosh, look at all of these things that I just kind of missed. Once I read that, I was like, oh, there we go. Well, that makes more sense now. Let's put some more power.
Target shields offline.
Oh, that was bad. That's... Bye-bye.
Incoming mission critical message. Cannot comply.
Oops.
Cargo scoop deployed.
I was reading chat. It's hard to pick things up when you're reading chat. Oh, we can pop those out. Let's pick up this guy's. See how fast I can pick this up at. So, haha. The language of cinema is in some ways very much different because they'll use cuts and things a lot differently than authors will. It's definitely a different language completely. All right.
Cannot comply.
Oh, that's why.
Cargo scoop retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
Let me catch up on chat. So it's okay.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I get that, and some authors don't do a great job of setting the scene. Reset my power. Use. Oh. Let's frame scoop a little.
Scoop